Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ender Magnolia. So we're in the crystalline realm, most of the way through it, probably. Although, what I thought might be the final boss for the area turned out to be just another encounter, the third encounter against this Lars guy. And certainly not the last time we've seen him, the Lars time we've seen him, since, well, he ran away again. Yeah, but we'll see what happens next. I have been thinking about... I've just been looking at things. And I believe we have just enough materials to purchase that fire counter thing, which I am curious about. I feel like I might settle for the ranged projectile counter just because it's so versatile. But... well, especially against bosses, I suppose. If I actually do end up parrying their attacks, making them burn, and then benefiting from the extra damage against status-inflicted enemies, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Also, I just like the idea, so... and we have just enough. Also, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. As I do. We are completely out of scrap, though, so no further upgrading right now. But let's see if I was correct. Yes, Pyroflective Carapace. I also like the name. Yeah. As far as these go, yeah, as I said, maybe the Gemini, I could see myself using that, although I'm honestly perfectly happy with the one that we have. Word Propagator. Right, that's just a relic, although it looks very much, well, it looks similar to these things. Not exactly, they have kind of their own look to them, color scheme. Anyway, yeah, let's just get this one. Why not? We're gonna make more money. It's fine. And yeah, I do notice that, or did notice that the little relic just floats next to us. And I can only assume that, yeah, I mean, this one looks exactly like the one, like the item's icon, so I'm expecting the other ones to also, you know, look distinct. Right, Pyroflective Carapace. It's the same. Right, I am also curious about the totems that you activate, whether they actually replace your regular healing, or how that works exactly. But, well, if and when I find myself with just a lot more money to spend, I will experiment more. But for now, this is all we can do. Okay, I'm trying to toggle through all the different respites, but yeah, it's just not going through all of them. It's skipping this one, for example. Probably more of them. Not really sure why that would be. It's certainly a bit inconvenient, but yeah, just select them manually. It's definitely the way to go. Okay, anyway, right. I did remember to activate Munin ahead of time. Oh, okay, we start with one of these guys, which means, since we need absolutely all the scrap we can possibly get, yeah, we're gonna do this. Wait, I could have done it from here, maybe? Actually, maybe not, I don't know. Huh. I could try to make this guy burn, if I felt really daring, I guess. Oh, wait. That's not quite as melee as I thought it would be. Okay, that's more range than I thought. Huh. I kind of like that. Okay, well, I didn't think he was going to do that attack. So, we effectively start this little expedition with one healing thingy down. Also, is there any chance we can get this guy? If you hadn't knocked me back with that, maybe. I don't need to min-max quite as much. Yeah, he's gonna do the exact same thing again. Okay. Well, it's definitely starting to get a little bit silly. So why don't we? Okay. Huh. That I don't. Oh, I don't think I've seen that claw attack. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know that multiple burning attacks stack or anything. But maybe they do? Also, maybe these are just a different type. I thought he was gonna shoot. No, it looks different. Yeah, and here I knew he was gonna do that attack. I just wasn't ready for it. Ah, god damn it. Okay. Oof, I should have been hit there. Yeah, well, maybe I should reset. Maybe I should. Wait, okay, it's this attack? Sure, that works. No! Oh, okay, I was saved by the thing. That works, I suppose. Nope. Okay, when he holds his head back, I keep thinking it's the bite attack. There's got to be a visual difference between throwing rocks and biting as well, but I'll be damned if I know. Damned if I can tell. Okay. I mean, I technically really only, or mostly, want the scrap. Also, this is kind of terrible. Between a rock and a hard place. It's really not that bad. You can easily stay away out of range of one of the guys. And this kind of works. I have not really been able to... Oh, okay. To catch how much direct damage, if any, the fire counter does. Oh, 90 damage, okay. It's nice that it shoots slightly upward as well. Obviously, it's typically only gonna actually connect with one of those, unless you're right next to a boss that is a little bit taller. Then I suppose I could see it working. Like, I could see both projectiles hitting. Okay, that worked. And, oh, I was fully expecting to run right into another guy, but we might still not be done with them. Oh. Well, this is where we need the climbing ability. Okay, so I guess we go further down first before we start climbing up, and then, yeah, it's gotta be... This has gotta be where we get that ability. Is there gonna be a beast below us? I guess just on the off chance? That would have been honestly really mean if they had just put one down there. So I guess that was pretty unlikely. Hi. Do we know any of you? It would appear we are not the only ones down here. That won't do. We can't have people running around down here. Are you the chief attuner? If so, you're younger than I expected. I see you're an attuner too. Not one I recognize, though. Oh, okay. I'm Joran, the chief attuner. And you are? Lilac, I think. I can't remember much from before I woke up. All I know for certain is that I fell to the lower stratum. I believe a woman with white hair may have saved my life. And this is... I don't know if this is necessarily the right time to tell your life story, such as it is, as short as it may be currently. I mean, we just met this guy. We assume he's on our side. But... well... A woman with white hair. There's only one such woman in the world. Presumably. I see. An attuner Lilia raised. Oh, Lilia? Wait. White-haired woman? Didn't I say last time specifically how I wondered if we would run into the first game's protagonist, or one of the White Priestesses anyway? How did I not make that connection? The mysterious white woman? Okay, well... Lilia... I mean, she wasn't called Lilia, though, right? That's maybe not exactly the first game's protagonist, who, as I also said, I don't remember exactly what her fate was in the end, so if this it's even possible for to be her, but, you know, I guess we'll, all those answers and more will be answered. An attuner Lilia raised. No wonder I didn't recognize you. Lilia, is that her name? It probably was her, although I haven't seen her in a long time myself. I have to make my way up. Find Lilia. If it's the Central Stratum you need to get to, you'll need the Grand Lift back in working order, yes? So I've heard. I'm afraid I can't give you the key, but I can activate the lift for you back in Old City. Thank you. Not to worry. We've been trying to get the lift back up and running ourselves. What were you doing down here? I've been looking into the land of origin, trying to find the cause of the blighted fumes. There's some sort of old barrier blocking the way ahead, though. I'll have to come back to it later. Old barrier, huh? An old barrier. Well then, back to the old city for me. I'll be seeing you. Huh. Okay, so we fulfilled our quest already. Huh? The Chief Attuner, did he... It looks like his core is still intact. That's a relief. Oh, okay. I guess we didn't have to defeat this boss ourselves. Joran took care of it for us. The underbelly of the lower stratum. The source of magic. This is the land of origin? I can't believe it actually exists. Blight contamination was greatly underestimated. Commencing investigation of the depths. Ah, Lars. Oh, wait. That was Lars. Whoops. Look. A child in the land of origin? What is it doing here? Is that us? One with the blood of the frost priestesses. You too. Help me. We must save this child. That's Lilia, presumably, and she found us? Lilac? Oh yeah, okay. It's confirmed. It's not even supposed to be a mystery. Yes, the child's name. Are you certain you wish to do this, Lilia? Yes, I am ready. We can't go to the Frost Estate, but we must protect this child at any cost. Lilac, I see. It was then. I was in the land of origin? And Nola and Lilia? So, okay. So Lilac herself, however she ended up being here, ended up here, or even further into the land of origin, is a descendant of the priestesses somehow, somehow related to the white priestesses of the first game, I guess. And so she was found and rescued by Lilia, who might or might not be closely related or identical to the first game's protagonist, I don't know. And raised to be an attuner, and at some point put into that stasis chamber thingy that we woke up in. And she also lost her memories, mostly. Huh. Okay. Nola was there, Lars was there, and I didn't recognize him. I thought this was just some sort of generic enemy, but I guess I didn't really get a very good look at Lars while we were fighting him, or I was too focused on not dying, I suppose, to really take a close look. But yeah, apparently he ran into Joran and got for good after we had 3 clashes with him. Okay. So I guess instead of getting one big boss fight in this area, we just got 3 separate smaller boss fights along the way, which is an interesting way to mix things up. But we did end up getting his ability anyway, and yeah, it makes sense. He was clinging to the walls, so we get the wall cling from him, yeah, of course. That's what I was expecting. Nola and Lilia. And this guy. We're all there, yes. What does this mean? We knew one another? So I guess Nola also actually lost her memories. And she didn't remember any of this either. I don't know. Just, what were those memories? To have lifted a hand against the very child I was asked to save. How could I ever hope to atone for this? I am incapable of destroying my own core. Don't say that. We've both hurt each other. Well, yeah. Honestly, I mean, okay, the second fight didn't go so well for us, but I'd say we hurt him a lot more than he hurt us overall. And thanks to you, I've learned a little more about myself. But there's so much I still don't know. About this world and myself. Come with me, please. Oh, he's actually gonna join us for real? If that is what you wish for. Upon my honor as a member of the Lower Stratum Death Survey team, I pledge to follow wherever you go. Oh, horse's grip. Okay, so once again, he's not gonna be fighting for us, but he's just gonna provide support, which is perfectly fine. In the air press, okay, to the side when facing a wall. Lars's equipment can be used to cling to walls. With it, one may avoid enemies and traverse new paths. Avoid enemies, okay. I mean, honestly, it's going to be mostly about traversing new paths, but if I can avoid the occasional enemy that way, sure, why not? Yes, and the same thing again. While clinging to a wall, press A to jump off. By scaling walls, new paths and items hidden in high places may be discovered. Right. Walls that slope beyond a certain angle cannot be scaled. Beyond a certain angle, huh? Oh, this is the weird barrier. It's less physical than I thought. It's an old barrier that won't open with a key. We can't go any further. Okay. I guess we maybe first have to rediscover our true power as a priestess, as an heiress to the white priestesses. Also, yeah, you cannot just climb up the wall. Also, oh, you can't cling indefinitely. If I don't press anything, I just stay stuck to the wall. Yeah, and all I need to do to reattach myself after I jump, or press down, that also lets go, or press to the other side, away from the wall. All of that lets go, but as soon as I press right, tap right, I reattach. Okay, so that's all very, very simple and intuitive to do, and we can just jump off, and yeah. Just climbing a wall is a little bit awkward, just, you know, doing tiny little hops. But it's okay. Okay, and this wall obviously is too angled, but we can up over here. And, well, we can't climb above it, but... Oh no. I'm surprised actually I was allowed to dash again. Ah, come on. Eventually we're gonna have to do this kind of maneuver. Just want to see if it's possible. I mean, clearly it's gotta be possible. It's gonna be tight though, because, yeah, I can only do a tiny little extra jump, right? Yeah, I don't know, maybe... It doesn't work without an extra upgrade of some sort. Either way, we don't need to do that at all, so... Oh, can we just attack while on the wall? No. Not normally. Oops, wait. No, I cannot even summon Leto for the fist attack. Well, that's unfortunate. Although, we did... Wait, what did that actually? I suppose this little cutscene here refilled my health and my healing charges, even though we didn't actually fight a boss. Oh, charm fragment, I'll take it. Oh, well, that was a miss, and I did not actually cling to the wall. Huh. Okay, that was costly to get. I could have probably just used some other attack to hit that thing, or just not, you know, not gotten it in the first place, but, well, that's not really an option, is it? Anyway, that gets us here. If I can just heal up. Hey there, not Lars. Oops, wait. I just wanna make you fall, no! That was a bit too much again. And that, okay, never mind. That was not too much, that was just right. Nice. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. He crashed, but he didn't die. Interesting. I suppose I could have just teleported here, huh? Just to save a little bit of time. Yeah. Since I was gonna pass by this respite anyway. Why don't we go ahead... Wait, enhance? Oh. Obsolete core for this one. New model core to upgrade this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really ever gonna use anything other than Eviscerate. I suppose I could. But also, I don't know if, you know, clearly there's gonna be more combat homunculi eventually to fill out that screen, so I'm gonna hold on to stuff until I know, you know, until, for things that I'm not really planning to use, I might as well hold on to the materials. Survey team captain's memories. Right. And Lars, the lurker of the depths. Who gave him that title? The lurker. Wait. This thing. Underwater... Arachnida underwater type. Oh, these things. I completely forgot about that. Also, I wouldn't have called that an arachnida. But okay. Homunculus created for underwater exploration, scrap, and various parts from other organisms are attached to its back. Modified to clean sludge from the ocean floor, it discharges waste. It is unable to decompose. Okay. Fair enough. And then, of course, we got Lars. Does he look exactly like these regular enemies? I suppose not exactly, if I could even find them again. Oh god, there are a lot of similar looking enemies. Are these the ones? No. It doesn't really matter. Also, wait. Characters though? Lars as a character? Well, the same but standing up. And then of course we finally have Joran, the second generation chief attuner, and the aide to the Lord of House Frost. Joran used to oversee the attuners, but with so many having fallen victim to Gilroy, he often opts to work alone now. Okay. Wait. Fallen victim to Gilroy. Gilroy? Is that... No, that's Declan, this guy's uncle. Motley's uncle. Right. We also still have to return to Cassia, don't we? To give her the item we got from Levy. Yeah. Anyway, okay, no new artwork galleries to unlock. So let's get the final one for now. Very nice. Okay. So he does just have a normal human face underneath that mask? Or is that what's implied here? I guess he used to be human and then they just modified his body with certain more beastly traits. Okay, nice. Everything unlocked for now? And we still have... Oh no, never mind. We don't have that many fragments left over, but we have some. Oh, right. And then, of course, technically there's more to buy here if I wanted to, which I don't. Do I visit Cassia? Oh, wait. This place... Oh, right. This place is not complete until we figure out what to do about that barrier, of course. That makes sense. We could climb up here. Yeah, maybe this is not going to connect necessarily. Maybe we have to go to that room and climb up that wall individually, but we'll see where this leads first. Maybe it's just for some treasure. 400 materials, okay. Oh yeah, that's literally all it is. Fair enough. And that means we have to... well, probably go from here. And then dash across. There's gonna be a beast at the end of this, right? Down this cliff? Doink. Ouch. Oh, wait, actually that didn't hurt. Never mind. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, I like the frost counter. I guess it doesn't, well, I mean, obviously it doesn't have quite the reach, or even close to the reach of the actual range counter, but it's pretty good. Can I counter you at all? Well... Yeah, no, it's gonna be awkward with these guys also just disappearing and appearing kind of willy-nilly. Oh. Knock it off, please. Knock him off the wall. Okay, good. I don't know what our next goal is for scrap. I guess I would like to upgrade the extra break damage thing. But I don't know how much it was. Was it 15? 1500. For 15%. I think that might be where it was. Oh, wait. No, we can't cling to this wall here. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah. And that also works, and there's just an item up here. Jagged Crystal Relic. Increases damage dealt by 20% when HP is less than 50%. Okay, now that is a lot more achievable, I suppose. Well, it's also a bit of a balancing act, I suppose. Damaging yourself below 50% on purpose and then staying there and not, you know... Obviously it's going to be easy to overheal, to be above 50% and lose the bonus again. So yeah, I don't know if I really want to try fiddling with that. If I could somehow equip both the full health and the less than 50% health damage bonus, then I could basically just go back and forth between those, heal myself up to full, and then, you know, take some damage. Or once I take damage I'm below 50%, I'm also gonna have a bonus, but I don't know. I'd rather take slightly smaller bonuses that are just always active, or in certain situations that I can more easily control, I suppose. An inert core that has fused with a chunk of magicite, causing an uncanny reaction. The remnants of the soul once contained within the inert core long for a more complete death, and the magicite responds to their desire, transforming in the process. Okay. That's a bit spooky. Having these objects that kind of possess possess some form of life, because they're made of originally living beings. Okay, anyway, this place is mostly cleared, except for the mysterious door, of course. Probably where the endgame is going to take place, presumably. Right, that is still closed. That's an underwater growth. That's underwater growths. This is... Well, I guess we're going to head over here then. Hand over the thing. What was it again? Collection... Right, Frost Vestige. An arcane instrument of unknown purpose, I suppose. It's convenient and lucky that the one thing that can still be made out is the name Cassia, who we just met. Flower mutated by the blight. Calling out to someone. Oh, hello. Ah, it's you. Thank you for coming. The thing you've got there. An arcane instrument made by the Frosts, is it not? Looks like it. Do you know what it is? I suspect I might, although I certainly didn't expect to see it again. It looks like something one of my pupils might have made. An attuner, as it were. No good with arcane instruments, that one. Not like his younger sister. But then, he always was full of surprises. Not made by you, huh? But it does say your name on it. Shy but competitive. And too proud to ask for help. He was the cutest little rascal. Listen to me go on. Let me see that, dear. There. As good as new. You can have it back now. I thought it was beyond repair. Well, apparently not. Are you sure? It's called a gear. It's an arcane instrument commonly used by attuners, although I'm not sure if you'll find it useful yourself. Relic. Incomplete gear. Oh. Slightly reduces Lilac's weight. An arcane instrument restored by the Elder of the Sorcerer's Village. A prototype fashioned by the Chief Attuner. And by the Chief Attuner, Joran. And given to his master and former attuner Cassia when he was a child. Oh, interesting. So Joran made that as a child. Incomplete. What does reducing Lilac's weight even mean? As in lower gravity effect? Like slower falling? Higher jumps? All of the above? Nothing like that? It's only one slot. So obviously I'm gonna experiment with it. Slightly reduces Lilac's weight. Weird. Is weight a stat that we have? No? Okay, well thanks. Anything else? Yeah. Tuner. Okay. Oh, okay. I suppose we can just return to town then. Go to the lift in Old City. Well, straight to the lift. And this is indeed where the lift is, of course, but where else would it be? Alright, okay. Yarrow and Heath are both gone, that makes sense. They joined up with Joran again. What am I doing here? Actually? I didn't need to come here at all. Right. I would like to upgrade this. It is 1500, okay. So, we're getting there. This one cannot be upgraded. Okay. Oops. Jump down, please. So, let's say materials or scrap. Let's unequip this for the time being. Put this on. And now what? Reduce her weight slightly. I can't say that it feels like her jump is any different. And she certainly doesn't seem to, you know, just fall more slowly either. So... does this actually do anything? Or is this just... is there going to be some sort of special interaction somewhere where having this equipped will is actually required? It does look similar to this one, which makes sense, I guess? Slightly increased movement speed and jump height? I mean... if this already exists, then I guess this wouldn't have the same effect. Wouldn't make sense for this to have the same effect, and, well, yeah, apparently it doesn't. Mysterious. What else could reducing Lilacs' weight possibly do? Maybe there's, like, some crumbly... oh! Maybe she no longer causes platforms to crumble? I guess we can test that. I was gonna say, like, maybe there's thin ice somewhere that will just break. But we've come across platforms like that. Wait, is this even the right place? It's not. I know there are some crumbly platforms right over here. Nope. They definitely still seem to break eventually? Maybe it just takes longer. Because that seemed like a long time. You still touch them and then they eventually crumble. You know, they go darker before they fade away. I guess I could try to... 2, 3, 4 or 5 seconds. Let's try a direct comparison. Just equip this... disequip, yeah. Unequip that for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4... seems about the same, actually. Although I might have counted differently. No, it seems like those platforms always crumble pretty slowly. Well, inconclusive, I guess. I mean, I think I'm not going to just keep it equipped on the off chance that it does something. Hopefully it will become clear, or hopefully I will remember that I have this if I ever encounter a situation where maybe having reduced weight might be beneficial. Right now I can't really think of anything. But yeah, maybe we just haven't encountered that situation in question. Also, I just noticed, I just glanced over to my recording software for the first time this session and noticed that I don't have my timer. It says it's recording, but it does not actually show me a timer, which is concerning. So let me just check that I have not been that I've actually been recording this entire time and what the time is. Okay, I'm back, and I was recording, thankfully. It's just that somehow the entire UI for my recording software was frozen. It just wasn't updating, but it was still working. And I was able to move the window around. I didn't even realize it was just not changing at all. Until I tried clicking something, actually interacting with it. I mean, I touch it as little as possible once it's working as intended, you know, as I wanted to, just so I don't mess anything up. But yeah, not quite sure what happened here. Anyway, just so long as it was actually doing its job. And also, we're about 35, I guess now 36 minutes on the timer. So I'll just keep going for a little bit longer. Which of course means heading over to the lift, because there's nothing else to do as far as I'm aware. That being said, well, we're still gonna head over here, but yeah, obviously we should be able to climb up here and get that item, and maybe even climb up here? That might be doable. Is there anything else that we might want to climb to? I guess not. All the other incomplete rooms are, yeah, just different. There are different things stopping us. Why are you attacking? Hey guys. I thought I might run into you here and not just find the lift working again. Oh, Lilac. It's taken us a while, but the Grand Lift should be up and running soon. Soon? While we wait, could you tell me more about Lilia? I think she was someone important to me. Lilia was a most gifted attuner. She was raised to be the next head of House Frost. When the other attuners retreated to the Central Stratum, Lilia chose to remain in the lower stratum to better help Homunculi. She had a kind heart and a reassuring smile. Everyone loved her. She was the best of us. But Lilia had a falling out with the Frosts, didn't she? What happened? It isn't my place to say. You'll just have to find and ask her yourself. But why did she leave the lower stratum then? Maybe not voluntarily? And done. Magic supply restored. Phew, Heath ended up doing most of it. You got us this far. You should be the first to take it up. The attuners operate out of the Central Stratum. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again. Sure hope so. Achievement? Oh. That... I didn't even see that. I heard the achievement sound, but this one did not pop up for me. I wonder if it actually got recorded, maybe. Oh. Anyway, okay. Makes sense to get an achievement for activating the lift, which was obviously the main goal up until this point. And now we can ride it up. I don't know why we wouldn't all ride it together. Surely this lift can move more than one person at a time. Anyway, I got more important stuff to do, more important things to do, which is finding stuff. Finding out if we can get the stuff. Absolutely we can. Relics, Attuner's Earrings. Fills the SP gauge by 4% each time an enemy is defeated. Okay, I couldn't help but notice that SP is listed as one of our stats, but we don't actually have that mechanic unlocked yet. So, I guess we'll get our first SP-consuming ability or activatable item or something in the Central Stratum. Earrings worn by the Central Stratum's attuners. It is said that the Frost attuners were forced to move to the Central Stratum after the lower Stratum territories were taken from them. Ah. Okay. So I guess Lilia was one of those... Well, yeah. Just like all the other Frosts. She was forced to return to the Central Stratum by the conflict with House Milius, who attacked them, turned against them, I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, this place is now complete, and, well, might as well check this one over here as well, right? You guys can still wait a little bit longer for me, I'm sure. Still such a cool looking screen. Oh, I was too focused on the background there. Oh yeah, I forgot that we can just do this as well. To easily farm at least a little bit of scrap. I guess it adds up if you just... I wonder actually, will enemies stay broken if you leave the screen? Probably. If they don't respawn until you rest, chances are they will just retain any damage taken as well. So you probably can't just run back and forth through the same room, you know, charge back and forth, breaking them over and over, farming scrap that way. Increase max HP by 5, okay, and that clears this room. Not a major secret by any means, but we finally got this place cleared. In fact, okay, right, of course, makes sense. The only place that's not considered cleared is the lift itself. Sure. We'll just kill everything that's easy enough to kill along the way. Or maybe just break. Okay, you can also drop down through platforms while charging like that. Do you guys have anything interesting to say? I have other things to attend to until next time. Right. So why aren't you coming with? Erg. We couldn't have got here without you. Thanks. Sure. I can still move around on it, but I can't jump out of the lift here, so... Finally! We're almost at the Central Stratum. Yes, thanks to you. No, it was thanks to all of you. I could never have done it by myself. Give yourself some credit. You're a skilled and courageous attuner. Is it courage or something else? Stupidity? Or what are you implying? Don't mutated homunculi scare you even a little? I don't remember much from before I fell, but I think I had strong bonds with homunculi. Oh, right. She supposedly fell from the... Like, she and other people fell from the Central Stratum. Still not entirely sure how that physically works. Like, how don't you just die? How far do you fall? Where she woke up, I mean, it wasn't exactly... She was lying inside this sarcophagus-looking structure, right? Not like she had just randomly fallen and landed in there, but... as if she'd already been there? Someone placed her there? I don't know. I mean, maybe she didn't actually fall. And that's just what she assumed. Or something. Don't remember much from before I fell, but I think I had strong bonds with homunculi. I mean, I guess don't all attuners have bonds with them in some way or another? If I have the power to help them, I owe it to myself to try. Let us hope we can find Lilia. If you did indeed fall from above, she should be in the Central Stratum. Yeah, I hope we find her. And before, she's not actually here, but in the upper stratum, or supposedly so anyway. And we're gonna have to make our way there, only to find out that she isn't actually there, but made her way to the land of origin or something. Well, we'll see, I suppose. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Also, now, of course, I am obligated to climb every single wall that I possibly can climb. Hello. What the heck are you? Just a growth. But actually a type of growth, yeah, it's definitely different looking. Plus, obviously, we wouldn't be able to just charge across. So, yeah, this takes some unknown ability. Interesting. Hello. Why is a homunculus in the service of the Lord here of all places? Huh? Did we ask that, or did this guy? Why is a homunculus in the service of the Lord here of all places? A homunculus in the service of the Lord. God, or what Lord are we talking about? Why? Why did this happen? In fact, what happened? Exactly. Central City is done for? Wait. I guess something must have happened that Joran and the others weren't aware of? Central Stratum was attacked? Mutants? Here? Yeah, okay. Well, that's not great, but of course also not too surprising. Or, you know, if this place had been just completely safe, we wouldn't have had much of a Metroidvania anymore. From what I saw in Lars's memories, you and Lilia were in the Land of Origin. Nolan, do you remember anything about Lilia? Not a thing. I wonder why that is. Was the memory truly so insignificant? Or am I being incapable of sentiment? When we met at the subterranean testing site, you said I seemed familiar. So it isn't as if we can't remember anything at all. We know we've met before. That is true. I mean, I suppose with the homunculus, at least you could easily enough imagine that, you know, their memories would have been, you know, manipulated by a skilled attuner. I'm assuming that's something they can do. For Lilac herself, though, if we assume that she is really just a human, then, of course, we don't know what might have caused her amnesia. Also, right, we got these. Oh, that's only one slot. Interesting. I mean, it's similar to the HP recovery thing. I suppose recovering SP is maybe not quite as crucial. Presumably, that's gonna be used to fuel some sort of special attack. That's what I imagine. I guess we'll see how big of a deal that's gonna be. Do we have anything new to unlock? Well, certainly no new enemies. And we've... Oh, okay, now we got more artwork of, I guess, yeah, this would be Heath, Yarrow, and Joran, okay. And then... Is that just Lilac? Maybe in that pod that... yeah, I guess that might be the same sarcophagus-like pod thingy that she woke up in, except this one does not look destroyed like the one... Oh, so she fell inside that thing, is the idea. I guess that makes sense. So she was being kept inside that capsule, that pod, up on the Central Stratum, presumably. And that entire thing fell and shattered, and she spilled out of it, basically. And that's when the game started. That would make sense. Yeah, I guess I hadn't considered that thing she woke up in had not always been in that testing site. Huh. Okay, well. Once again, we're gonna learn more about all of that. Also, I should probably end the episode here, huh? Not really sure what I'm getting myself into. There's obviously a door there that I didn't take. You know what, let's at least check out this room here, this screen. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. A grievous error has been committed. I think I saw something standing there, maybe. Oh, awful, who did this? Yeah, look ahead. Wait, you might not be hostile? No, you're certainly hostile. So, there remains a survivor. Uh-oh. Look around you, at the Rain of Death. Is this your doing? Wait, what? Rain of Death? What are you talking about? Who are you? Did you kill these people? An attuner carrying the blood of the ancients should have been dealt with sooner. Why have you done this? I am Gilroy, and as administrator, it is my duty to protect this nation. Oh. Okay, Gilroy, we have heard that name before, of course. Only recently. I forget the exact context, because of course I do. Presumably, well, yeah, if he's the administrator, he came from the upper stratum, who probably consider even the central stratum just, you know, just to be barely better than the lower stratum slums. This detestable puppet of Abelia. I will cut you down with my own hands. Why did I have to come here? Are we supposed to actually defeat this guy? He can be staggered, so there's that. That was... Oh, okay. Wait, oh, he... Of course. The shield can only be pierced by the ultimate shield-piercing uber attack. Ow. Heal up, please. Wow, didn't I heal? I totally did, but he just deals that much damage. And I'm... Oh no, I didn't need to heal. Okay, good. I'm just getting completely wrecked here. But I'm also... I tried to parry. Come on. Tried to parry that one as well. Okay, I parried that one, but it was too far away. And I keep not being ready for his forward charge. Okay, well, I guess we'll just consider that a sneak peek, sneak preview of this fight. Damn. Why do I always do this? I should have just stopped here, because that was my first instinct, and it would have been the sensible thing to do. Well, okay. At least now we know what to look forward to next time. I really thought this first door that we came across would just be the natural first place to go, and this would, you know, back here we would just find some sort of barrier stopping us. I don't know why I just assumed that. It seemed to be the most likely thing to me, but in hindsight, I guess, why? Anyway, so that guy, huh? Assuming he's actually still there, and, well, yeah, I mean, this didn't feel like a scripted defeat. If it had been, there would have been some sort of cutscene or something, and he would have just left us for dead or something. No, I guess we really do have to defeat him, or at the very least, well, I doubt we're gonna actually kill the guy. Seems a little bit important. So presumably we're going to fight him until, I don't know, he either leaves or some sort of scripted defeat actually does happen. Yeah, not quite sure yet what it's gonna be. We'll find out next time. As always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.